So, question one, what made you get into machinima? Well, I've always had a passion for both reading, writing, and I've been a diehard fan of The Sims since The Sims 1. And, for years now, I've always wanted to try to incorporate it, both all three of those things into one, and I can never figure out how. So, I've been playing the game for years, and then I stumbled across, um, many different Let's Plays and stuff, which I fell in love with. But I wanted to do something, a little different when I was, going to step out and do my own thing. So I ran into this scene of an upcoming machinima by D Sims, and then it was like, wow, I wanted to do that. It was like really nice, and it looked like a real movie, like an introduction to a real movie. And I was like, that's something that I wanted to do. So I started looking for more, and I came across so many different productions, from different creators, and I just fell in love. So I decided to start doing my own, and just going off of the basis of what I've known and what I've seen, but trying to express my own story. And here we are today. Okay, question two, who is my inspiration and what drives me to make these stories? Um, So my inspiration comes from many, like Trap Goddess Shardy and Lady Rias. I hope I said their names correctly. That's my, go-to when I get like burnt out or writer's block, and I need like, something to like motivate me or to get back into the game. These are a couple of creators that I check out that gives me, motivation to keep going and doing what I'm doing. I also get inspiration from movies and shows that I've been watching lately. And lately I've been watching a lot of Carl Weber and Power and Tyler Perry and stuff like that. Not Medea, but like more of his TV shows that he produced, not necessarily the ones that he's in. Um, and one of my biggest motivators off top is my family. They always push me to work hard and to keep doing what makes me happy because it makes me happy. Also, another one of my big motivators is my dear friend Queen Nightlife series. She's just great. Shout out to her. She always comes through with words of motivation and reminders of, the goals that we have both, are reaching and trying to strive for. She's like that little reminder, don't give up. And I appreciate her a lot. Like, I literally wouldn't be a part of this if this wasn't for her. So I want to say thank you. Shout out to her. Question three. What is All About McCall about? All About McCall is about Jalissa and her life. She's an inspiring singer trying to work her way to the top. All is well. She finds love and everything is going good. But come to find out, the people around her are not who they say they are. She finds out there's a syndicate that is after her and her family. And it all started out with her father, who ran a syndicate of his own. So this also finds all of this out after having a brand new baby with a guy who turns out not to be who he says he was. And all this information comes out of nowhere and puts the lives of her and everyone around her in jeopardy. Meanwhile, Lola the queen pin of the Simkuza syndicate is trying hard to save her family's business because the McCall family has a manifest per se of everything that happens in their business, when, where, all the names, everything. And so she's trying to get that back from the McCall family to keep her family from going to jail or worse. So basically, it's a battle between these two ladies, and they're both trying to fight to save their family. One's for good, one's for bad, and we're gonna see how it turns out. Question 4: do you have any other series that you are working on? Actually, yes, I do. I'm actually working on another series called Family Affairs, and it's like each chapter is basically gonna be a different person's story, but they're all going to intertwine into one story. So that's all I'm going to give y'all for the Family Affairs. It's a new series, so I don't want to give too much, but it's not a voiceover series, um, but it's a great series nonetheless. You guys should go check it out. Chapter 1 is already out and started, so yeah. Next question: are the series at all related? No, the series are not related at all. They're two totally different stories. You may see like a couple of people from the other stories in one of the other stories, and that's only because I use the same save file for both. The next question is your work limited to drama and action, or will you be producing other genres of machinimas? Well, I do plan on producing other genres, yes, but action is like my thing, so I'm trying to conquer action. Um, but in the future, I do want to do some suspense. I want to do some comedy if possible, also. Next question: are you willing to collaborate with others if the opportunity presents itself? Most definitely. I would love to do a collaboration. I like to build, so I would love to do builds for people. I would like to do anything to boost the community. So if that's what it's called for, then yes. Which method do you prefer? The voiceover with AI or subtitles? Honestly, I prefer the subtitles only because with the voiceovers, it's a little bit more challenging because you have to like try to get the voices like right, and it's computer, so the emotions is hard to catch behind the AI. Whereas if you're doing it in words, the reader can pick up on the emotions based off the music, the scene, and the words that are spoken. So I actually like the subtitles a lot better than the AI. Okay, last question. If you could tell someone starting off something that would, motivate them, or like a tip or a pointer, what would it be? I would say take your time. I know when creators do stuff like this, they feel pressured to, get the content out, get the content out. And that's cool, that's great, that's all. But I would say take your time, pace yourself. If you can write down a schedule and set up a schedule, do that. Your mental health and your health is more important. So if you haven't eaten all day, go eat. If you haven't slept, sleep. Like, we gonna be here. The audience is not going anywhere. So, yeah, that's what I would say.